Need to drown your troubles? Talk to Mitch, the last plank. You take your time killing that trapper. Make it hurt. The way I've been hurting since I lost my Daniel.
That trapper who killed your husband is dead.
Then it's done. It's finally done. All those lives that were lost, all those debts finally repaid. And it was no son or daughter of Far Harbor who stood up to the island and avenged the Dalton bloodline. It was you, an outsider, a mainlander. The final chapter's been written. The story has come to an end. This is a day I never thought I'd live to see. Thank you.
I was glad to help. I hope I've put your mind at ease.
You certainly have. Now, every good story's gotta have a happy ending, right? The hero finds the treasure, saves the sweetheart, and rides off into the sunset. Well, I'm a little old to leap up on a horse. But I have got something close to a treasure. This is an heirloom that's been in my family for... let me think. Oh, for at least a generation or two. There's no Daltons left to inherit the thing, so it might as well pass on to you. The island knows this weapon. Oh, yes. You carry this, and it'll take you seriously. And that's it. That's the end. I can sleep easy now, knowing there won't be any unfinished business when they put me in the ground. Off you go now. My story's over, but yours... I think yours is only just getting interesting.
I'm scraping by.
My leg's got nothing on the fog. Don't say I didn't warn you.
I never met someone that did the captain's dance before.
Fresh shipment. All your medical and food needs.
Guns, and...
Mainlander. I got one last idea. Crazier than a box of rat roaches, but that hasn't stopped you before. Hull's got plenty of stopping power now. But if a Mirelurk queen went for a frontal assault...
I'd like to help if I can.
I had a feeling I could count on you. Thicker walls can beat the whole mass velocity force issue. But the bigger problem is acid. Only thing I've ever seen survive a queen's acid are other Mirelurks. The Mirelurks on our islands have carapaces that are extra tough. So you gather up a bunch of the carapaces and lug them back here. Then I'll reinforce the town as best as I'm able.
Far Harbor really owes you for all this.
Yes and no. It's my dock people are squatting on, so I got a personal stake in it. Good luck.
See, grab anything useful. Heads up. Over here.
cutting carapaces is a dirty job. The pay will be worth it.
You got your Mirelurk carapaces?
Finally, it's done. Everything that can be welded, duct taped, or superglued to the damn docks, all there. It might be time, soon, for some big decisions. Hell, not used to talking about any of this. The whole island's falling apart. So many dead from the fog, the crabs, or whatever. And I just keep wondering how many good weeks I have left. 3, 4, 2...
You should take it easy.
As long as I got the strength, I can't waste it. And to think, before the news, I was powerful close to tossing the whole lot off my docks. But afterward, there weren't no point defending my land. Let 'em come, I guess. And now watching them all squabble instead of lending a hand, hell, a single finger to help. Don't they realize that all the bickering, for just a little bit more, is a waste of breath?
When times get tough, a community should come together.
I used to think the captain was an idealistic fool. But on this side of the road, after I get the carapaces installed, there's one last thing I want to do. You've been a real friend through this. If you're willing to see it to the end, well, gotta get to work.
If you ain't armed, you ain't long for this world. Buy my gun.
You need it? The bait shop's got it. Food in front, dock in back. The bait shop. Food, stim packs, fully stocked.
Protect your loved ones with my fine hand cannons.
Let's do this.
Guns, ammo, and souvenirs. Get them while they're in stock.
I hope the harbor's being good to you. At this point, I'd settle if folks were just plain civil.
What's there to do in town?
Brooks sells general goods. Teddy Wright's in back of his shop, and he can patch you up if you need it. Besides that, the Last Plank's a popular stop for booze and what have you. And lastly, well, if you need a gun, see Alan Lee.
You know of anyone that could use some help?
It's never easy to ask anyone on this island for help, much less a stranger. But I've got a responsibility to these people, and I have a job for you, if you're up for it. Besides, I know you're tougher than you look.
I'm happy to help with anything I can.
If you say so. We get our drinking water from a purifier not far outside of town. We had a bad storm not long before you got here, and it must have damaged the fog condensers that protect the road to the purifier. I sent Howard Dunbar out to fix them. He was out there when the Mirelurks hit us, and I'm afraid they might have got him, too. I was hoping you might go have a look. If the worst happened, maybe you could get those fog condensers back online. If you're up to it, just head south out of town. It's paying work, of course. I wouldn't ask a stranger to stick their neck out on our behalf, unless I was willing to pay a fair share for it.
All right, I'll head out there now.
Good. Our water supply won't last much longer.
Fresh shipment in. All your medical and food needs.
Looks like Howard didn't make it. I'll have to repair the fog condensers myself.